Everyone knows that Elon Musk was the first person to set foot on Mars in 2031. But no one really knows what happened that morning. Because that morning, the greatest discovery in human history was about to be made, and Musk was completely unprepared for it. As the sun slowly rose over Mars' red horizon, Elon Musk's eyes opened for the first time on this planet. Inside the metallic walls of the Starship, 225 million kilometers away from Earth, the most ambitious entrepreneur in history had awakened in a new world. Friday, system status report, Musk murmured, still half asleep. The AI assistant responded, immediately, Mr. Musk, all systems are nominal. External temperature is -80 degrees. Atmospheric pressure is within normal parameters, but there is an anomaly. Musk's eyes snapped open. The most important thing he had learned while founding SpaceX and Tesla was that anomalies were always interesting. What kind of anomaly? Undetecting electromagnetic signals coming from underground, approximately 500 meters south of you. The patterns seemed quite regular. Musk stood up and looked out the window. The barren landscape of Mars greeted hime-red sands, distant mountains, and endless silence. But now, the landscape looked different, as if it were hiding a secret. Prepare the rover. We're going on an expedition. As he took his first step onto the Martian surface, the only thing on Musk's mind was the science fiction novels he had read as a child. Isaac Asimov, Ray Bradbury. They had all imagined Mars in different ways, but none had suggested it could be this quiet and mysterious. As he climbed into the rover, he said, activate all senses. Record every detail. These moments will make history. As the rover moved slowly, Musk fell into deep thought. He recalled the journey that had brought him here. In the early days of Tesla, everyone said electric cars would fail. When he founded SpaceX, the idea of reusable rockets was considered madness. Now he was on Mars, pursuing another crazy idea. Mr. Musk, the signals are getting stronger. Exactly 347 meters remaining. When the rover stopped, Musk got out and looked around. The surface looked normal, but Friday's sensors were still detecting abnormal activity. Deploy the excavation robots, Musk said. Be careful, we don't know what we're dealing with. As the robots began their work, Musk was left alone. With his thoughts in the silence of Mars, his goal in coming here was to provide humanity with a backup planet. Climate change, the threat of nuclear war, asteroid impacts. There were dozens of risks threatening life on Earth. Mars was humanity's insurance policy, but now, these signals were making him think differently. What if Mars already harbored life? What if they were the guests here, Mr. Musk? We've found something. Musk ran to the excavation site. The robots had uncovered a metallic surface. The surface was smooth and reflective, completely at odds with Mars' natural appearance. What is this? Musk muttered. I'm conducting a material analysis, said Friday. The results, are unexpected. This doesn't match any known combination of elements, and its age is at least 10,000 years. Musk's heart raced. He had spent his entire life pushing the boundaries of technology. But now, he was faced with something far more advanced than his own. Is there an entry point on the surface? As the robots revealed more of the surface, geometric patterns and symbols began to appear. And then, right in the center, a section resembling a handprint emerged. When Musk placed his hand on the area, nothing happened. But then an idea came. To him, at SpaceX and Tesla, he had always put humans at the center. What if this technology worked the same way? Friday, analyze my DNA and project it onto this surface. Mr. Musk, this could be risky. My entire life has been risky. This won't be any different. When the AI projected Musk's biometric data onto the surface using a projector, an incredible thing happened. The surface began to glow and slowly shifted downward, opening a passageway. Musk's breath caught in his throat. Inside, a soft blue light was glowing. Prepare the equipment. We're going in. As they descended through the passage, the only thing on Musk's mind was what this discovery would mean for humanity. The passage widened, and they emerged into a large room. The walls of the room were covered with holographic images depicting Mars history. Friday, are you recording this? Yes, Mr. Musk. But these images show Mars as it was millions of years ago. Oceans, green fields, cities. Musk stared at the holograms in awe. Mars had once been a habitable planet like Earth, and an advanced civilization had once thrived here. At the end of the room was a large crystal sphere. As Musk approached, the sphere activated and a voice spoke. It was not speaking in the language of Mars, but in a universal language, mathematical formulas and images. Mr. Musk, said Friday, this message is a warning. The civilization on Mars made the same mistakes we did. Environmental pollution, resource depletion, technological excess, and, in the end, they lost their planet. Musk looked silently at the sphere. He had come here to give humanity a new beginning. But now, he began to question how it was possible to avoid the mistakes of the past. But there is also a message of hope, said Friday. If the newcomers learn from the old mistakes, Mars could become habitable. Again, their technologies are still here, waiting. Musk smiled. This was a new mission for him, not just to colonize Mars, but to make it habitable in a sustainable way. Friday, establish contact with Earth. Tell the team, the plans have changed. We're not just establishing a Mars colony, we're reviving Mars. Elon Musk spent his first morning on Mars like this. A day that began with an exploration, ended with a new vision for humanity's future. And from that moment on, Mars was no longer just a backup planet. It was a second chance. As the sun set, Musk was still standing before the crystal sphere. He held the keys to Mars' future in his hands. And for the first time, he truly felt like he had come home.